What's up, you guys? So today I am doing a highly requested video that I have been asked about probably for the last several years, literally. Every time I post wine on my social media, everybody always wants to know what I'm drinking, what's the best types of wine, and for some reason I feel like a lot of the fitness community drinks wine. So I think that this will be a really good video, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is the type of wine that I like. The type of wine that I like is Cabernet. It is a red wine, and I also enjoy blends as well. So blends are gonna have like different types of grapes in them, and red blends normally do have cabernet as well. So those are my favorite wines. 6 of these bottles are Cabernet, and then 2 of them are blends. So let's get started with my 2 favorite wines. My number 1 favorite wine that I've just loved ever since I tasted it is CAYMUS. CAYMUS is just such a great wine, and I got introduced to this wine by one of my friends, and it's literally just been one of my favorite wines. It's super rich, it's super smooth. It has like a perfect like sweetness, smoothness, and boldness to it. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, so this is my number 1, and then my number 2 is going to be Dow. Dow is the wine I drink the most right now. I feel like I kind of go through different seasons of wines that I like, so this is my go-to wine at the moment. I'm going to go through these wines from the least expensive to the most expensive. And I got into drinking wine probably back in 2012 maybe. One of my girlfriends, she's one of my best friends, Victoria, she introduced me to wine, and I think the very first wine that I tasted with her, it's like a $40 bottle, but it was super good, I remember, and that's when she started teaching me about wine. And before that, I would drink wine out of a box, out of like the box wine, the super cheap like $5 ones, and not even think twice about it. I would just say, oh yeah, I'm drinking wine, but that is hardly wine. But anyway, so let's get into it. The least amount, or the least expensive, is going to be Menage a Trois. This wine I feel like is incredibly popular. My little sister drinks this all the time. I normally buy about a case of this, and this is what I call my table wine. I offer this wine to people when they come to my house, or if I have parties or anything like that. This is the wine that I will serve. This Menage a Trois is like anywhere from like $10 to $15 depending on where you get it. I get most of my wines from Safeway, because if you get 6 or more, it's like 20% off. And then I get a lot of my wines at Costco as well. I feel like those are the best price points that I've found since drinking wine. So Menage a Trois is definitely recommended for a $10 to $15 bottle, or even having as a table wine. The second bottle is Freak Show, and I love this bottle, and I love this wine, but I love this bottle because I just think it's like super fun, the way it is. You don't really see too many bottles like this, like with so much art and stuff. I feel like lately they have been popping up more, but for the most part, they're more like simple. They have, you know, just their label, and it's like pretty simple. But if you actually look at this label, it's pretty cool. This wine is a, oh, I forgot to tell you guys too, Menage a Trois is a blend. So it's not just a cab, it is a blend. Yeah, because I said there was 2 blend bottles in here, so that's the first blend. And then the Freak Show is Cabernet. It is from Lodi. I knew that. I actually grew up in Lodi, so this when I tasted this, I was like, wow, this is like really good for the price point. And then it's in Lodi where I grew up, and my mom and my brother live in Lodi, so they actually have a little tasting room in downtown Lodi for a freak show. So highly recommend this bottle. This bottle is like anywhere from, I feel like it's anywhere from like 15 to 20 bucks, something like that. So this is a great bottle for the price point. The next one is going to be, it's going to be DECOY. So DECOY is a great wine. It's actually a sister winery to Duckhorn, and Duckhorn has some of the most amazing wines. If I could have had another wine, it would have been Duckhorn. But for the price point, it's a little bit more on the expensive side for sure, but I have more favorites in here as far as the price point. Duckhorn's a little bit more expensive, but DECOY is definitely their cheaper end wine. But DECOY is anywhere from about, I'd say like $18 to $25. And this is a great wine to start with. It's a Cabernet, and it's a great wine to start with because the more expensive wines get, the better quality they are obviously, and so they're gonna get a lot more richer, fuller, and smoother. So it really starts getting smooth in about this price range. When you're getting above $20, that's where kind of the quality changes in wine, above the $20. So this is a great wine to bring to a dinner if you're wanting to bring a nice bottle of wine, because a lot of people will go into the wine section and they'll just be like, what do I choose? Like, what is good? So this is one I highly recommend. Like if someone texts me like, Jess, what's like a good $20 bottle to grab real quick? I'm on my way to like a party or something, and I always recommend DECOY. So like I said, if you guys are wanting to get into wines and you guys want a better wine at $20, this is going to be your wine right here, DECOY. The next wine is, it's a Cabernet. It's from Paso Robles, and it is my favorite wine right now. It's also the best valued wine in this entire lineup. It's for the price point. The price point's like $23 to $30. I get it for $23 at Costco, so highly recommend to buy this there. It is great value for the price, and it's super bold, super smooth. Definitely my favorite wine because the price point's amazing and the value is incredible. The next one is going to be Justin. You guys are probably very familiar with this wine. I feel like a lot of people actually drink Justin. I actually wasn't a big Justin fan until this last year. I feel like the value of Justin and Dow are right about the same. And this bottle you probably can get for anywhere from like $30 to $40. So that's what I'm saying. You can get this bottle, which is just as good as this bottle, and it's cheaper. Like the value is just as good in my opinion. So Justin is a great wine though. And like I said, I've been drinking it a lot more lately, and I highly recommend this wine. It's from Paso Robles, and it's by Napa actually. A lot of these wines are made in the Napa region. Okay, you guys, so the next one in the lineup is The Prisoner. The Prisoner is one of my favorites, for sure. It's probably, I don't know, I really like this lineup, so I can't really say like what my top 3 are. I just gave you my top 2 earlier, but The Prisoner is a blend. It's from Napa Valley, and it's a lot more heavier, I feel like, than any one of these wines, and it tends to have a more sweeter taste. So if you're a Zin drinker, Zinfandel, I highly recommend this for you because it kind of does remind me of a Zinfandel, the sweetness to it. But I used to drink this all the time, and I had it recently, and I was just like, wow, this is like super heavy. I'm surprised I was able to drink this like, you know, on a daily basis when I was drinking a lot of wine, because it's so heavy. Now I kind of like something a little more subtle, not as heavy. Like Dow's pretty heavy, but Prisoner is a lot heavier. But this used to be my absolute favorite wine. And this bottle you can find anywhere from like 45 to about $55, depending where you go. So this one normally is also at higher end steakhouses too. You can always find Prisoner. You normally can find Justin too on the menu. Yeah, and I feel like you could find these two at steakhouses as well. They kind of have normally the higher end wines on their menus. So the next one up is called Jordan. I had Jordan, I remember I was out of state and I went to a dinner, and then we went to like a wine tasting room after, and the waitress recommended Jordan, but I had never had it before, surprisingly. And it's out of Alexander Valley, Sonoma County. It's a Cabernet, and this wine, I think it's anywhere from about $55 to $65. So the price point on this is getting a lot higher, obviously, but this is a great wine. Highly recommend if it's something that you can afford, because they can get pretty pricey. That's the thing with wine, is like, I feel like other alcohols like vodka, or like, you know, even if you're drinking like Trulies or something like that, I feel like a bottle of wine is definitely going to be more expensive. It's more of like a high-end drink, but it's just different. Like I said, it's a night drink. It's not something I drink in the day, but I mean, wines can get extremely pricey. So that's why I kind of wanted to do this video and show you guys affordable ones, and then show you guys ones that are more expensive. So last but not least, CAYMUS. I showed you guys this one. This is my absolute #1 baby. This one takes the cake. It has my heart. It is my absolute favorite to die for wine, for sure. So highly recommend CAYMUS if you've never had it. They normally have these on menus too, but at restaurants you're looking at like double the price in a restaurant than you would get it at an actual store yourself. So just keep that in mind. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I think the next video I can do a variety of like Pinots, Zins, Chardonnays. So let me know if you guys would like to see another video. Maybe I will ask my girlfriend Victoria if she wants to jump on here and talk wine with us. Thank you for tuning in. If you like this video and you want to see more stuff like this, like I know this is not fitness related, but surprisingly this is a like question I always get asked, if I will do a wine video and show my favorites. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and comment below so I can say hi to all you beautiful people. And thank you for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next vlog. Oh, I can't reach. All right, bye.